Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're diving into something pretty wild. We're talking about, get this, Jesus maybe, possibly spending time in India.
Yeah, you send over some really interesting source material on this. Like, this isn't just some fringe theory. This is like a whole thing.
So right off the bat, we gotta say, we're not talking Sunday school stuff here.
Right, definitely not. Okay, so the basic idea is this. We know about Jesus' childhood,
Yeah.
right? And we know about when he started, preaching and all that.
But there's this gap in the middle, the lost years.
Exactly. From when he was around 12 until he was about 30, there's not a ton in the traditional biblical accounts. And that's where this theory comes in.
Because there are all these like whispers and stories that say maybe, just maybe, Jesus traveled east during that time, to India specifically.
And it makes a weird kind of sense, Think about India back then. This is like the epicenter of spirituality.
Ancient wisdom, meditation, these incredible, vibrant traditions.
Exactly. And the source material you sent actually named some specific places. The Himalayas, monasteries in Ladakh, even Kashmir.
Can you imagine a young Jesus, like, trekking through the Himalayas, learning from these, ancient masters?
It's a powerful image. And what's really interesting is how this journey might tie into the teachings Jesus became known for later on.
Oh, totally. Like, think about it. Nonviolence, universal love, compassion. These are all, like, core themes in Jesus's teachings.
And they're also super central to Eastern traditions like Buddhism and Hinduism.
Right. So, like, the source material even draws these direct parallels between stuff like the Sermon on the Mount.
Yeah, the Sermon on the Mount.
And this idea of Dharma, which is this huge concept in Eastern thought.
Dharma is all about, like, living a righteous life, fulfilling your purpose, doing the right thing.
Exactly. So it's like, whoa, maybe there's something to this idea of a connection.
And it gets even wilder. Hold on to your hats, because the source material also talks about this theory that Jesus might have actually returned to India. Yeah, after everything that happened. Some people believe he continued teaching in Kashmir and that he's actually buried there.
Buried in India. Are you serious?
Seriously. There's this place called the Rosabal Tomb in Srinagar, and some folks think it's his final resting place.
Wow. I mean, that's amazing. It's like a real tangible connection to this whole mystery. Though, to be fair, we should say that the source material does mention that, like, solid historical evidence is still kind of, up in the air.
Yeah, that's true. It's not like there are, photographs of Jesus hanging out with yogis.
Right. But it's still so fascinating.
Totally. It's like trying to put together a puzzle where some of the pieces are still missing.
And maybe we'll never find them, or maybe they're out there somewhere just waiting to be discovered. Who knows, right?
Exactly. And I think that's what's so cool about deep dives like this. We're not trying to give you a definitive answer because, honestly, there might not be one.
It's more about opening up these possibilities, these different ways of thinking about history, spirituality, like everything.
100%.
Yeah.
And even if you walk away from this deep dive not believing that Jesus ever set foot in India, hopefully, it makes you look at things a little differently.
Yeah. Like maybe it sparks your curiosity about other cultures and traditions. Or maybe it just makes you wonder what other secrets are still hidden out there.
For sure. Because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. The joy of exploring, of asking questions, of never taking anything for granted.
And who knows, maybe one day we'll uncover the truth about Jesus's lost years. Or maybe those years will always remain a mystery.
A mystery that keeps us guessing, keeps us searching, keeps us wondering.
And that's the beauty of it, isn't it?
Absolutely. The mystery keeps us going.
Well, on that note, this has been one heck of a deep dive.
For sure has. Until next time.